Hello. So, I just finished dancing. It is currently 2 a.m. And yeah, I just finished dancing. I have been doing this for the past few nights, the past few weeks actually. I've been dancing just to let it all out, just to like freestyle, experiment, just dance at these hours. If not 2 a.m., then 3 a.m. Fortunately, I haven't reached 5 a.m., although I stayed up until 5. But anyway, um, yeah, so I've been doing these things recently, and as of today, I am actually um, I have officially told myself that I do want to share the freestyle dance films that I did for the mono album, RM's mono album. So I'm calling it the mono series of my freestyle dance film. So just to give a quick background of what freestyle dance films, of how my freestyle dance film started. So like back in 2018, I ended up having a night shift job, and from full time it eventually became part time. So my shift would be 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. and that was a very like awkward time. So I didn't have any other like good time schedules to attend dance classes because I'd be like sleeping in the morning or doing errands and all that stuff. So yeah, that's how it started. Basically, like I couldn't attend. Well, still can't breathe because I just finished dancing. But yeah, so that's how freestyle dance film started. Like basically, I still want to be able to dance, but I just don't have the means to do so. Like at the time, it was also like expensive to have to go to dance studios to take classes, and then like all of that stuff. So I didn't have that much. I didn't have the time, and I didn't have the money to attend classes in person. So what I would do is every time I get home, wow, I can feel my sweat dripping. Sorry, TMI. But yeah, so what I would do is that whenever I would get home, whatever would like be like whatever song I'd feel like dancing to from just my playlist, or like whatever songs like stuck in my head, I would create. I would record myself just freestyling to that dance. No, to that song. Freestyling dance to that song. Wow, brain cells not working. And so yeah, it just served as like a means for me to just continue dancing, explore, do like just explore more music, or like just let it out. So the past few weeks it's been more about just letting it all out. um so I'm Where do I begin? I guess I could say that since this is gonna be like the mono series moves in the making thing that I'm gonna put up. Oh yeah, usually wait. So yeah, that's what freestyle dance films are. This one is going to be moves in the making. Now, moves in the making is another series that I made on the channel, wherein I share how I create choreography, or the process of me like just doing a dance, recording myself dancing, yada yada yada. Just to share like what's either what's going on in my head, or like how I make things. Because yeah, like I'd like to do this because it helps me understand my own process as well, to understand like, oh, I can do better in this part, I can do blah 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 blah, like this is where it went wrong, this is how I can improve. I like doing that for myself, and I do that by talking to myself on the camera at 2 a.m. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, usually I show snippets of like the behind the scenes, but because for this series, the mono series specifically, I I literally have no behind the scenes. It's just I just recorded myself dancing to the entire album with breaks in between. But yeah, it was just me like dancing the whole album. So yeah, for this moves in the making, I'm just gonna share a little bit about like how I ended up making the series. And I'm gonna start it off by saying I don't know how I ended up making the whole, like, making all 7 videos. I mean, yeah, it was just like freestyle videos, but I think it was just last week. I forgot what specific day. I'm gonna check later, but it was just there was one specific day that one specific night that I got kind of overwhelmed about a lot of things going on in my life changes, yada yada yada, and so I was like, okay, let me listen to some music. Let me get back to the more like expressive artistic side of me, because if I'm always that's what I noticed. So I like arts and business, and sometimes if I go too deep into like the business side of whatever I do, or like just adulting stuff, a lot of responsibilities, I would get overwhelmed because of course it's a lot to deal with. So that's when I noticed that okay, I have to like detach a little bit, and yeah. So yeah, mono is one of the albums that really calms me down. So I was like, okay, you know what, I just want to calm down. I initially was like, I'm just gonna listen to the album and then, just vibe to it like very lightly. But that particular night felt like, okay, I want to dance to this song. So I started out with Tokyo, and I was like, oh, why not? Like, I want to dance to Soul as well because I really like that song. I was like, oh, hey, what about this song? What about the next one? Yeah, Moonchild, because I think I was playing it from the album, so they would play one right after the other, and I was just like, you know what? Let's just do all 7 songs. So yeah, there's not much to like the process or how it went. This series in particular was really just more of me. It just happened to be like an overwhelming couple of weeks, and I think it's been the same for a lot of people as well. So yeah, this is a reminder for all of us to breathe, relax every now and then. I'm so sweaty. Like none of us have it all figured out. That's right. But yeah, that's the beauty of like having art and being able to express ourselves through art. At least that's what I like to do in this phase of my life. Like I just really want to go through life and then use art as a means to like express myself. Like, yeah, this is what I'm going through, so because I actually, regarding that, like expressing ourselves through art, I am working on like a draft. Still in the drafts, they're all in the drafts, but that was the mosquito killer. Yeah, stay safe away from like, okay. My brain cells, not brain celling. So yeah, I just wanted to like really. Oh yeah. So as I was saying, as I was saying, so I'm working on this like idea of, if the arts are communicate arts as a communication tool. So it's probably not, it's not an original idea, which is why I'm researching a bit more about it. I want to look more into like the arts, the performing arts versus expressive arts, or like performing and visual arts versus expressive arts. But yeah, I'm trying to do research on that so that we are well versed. Well versed. So yeah, going back to mono, I just really love this whole album. Like, so I've just been ARMY since like September, and at first what really drew me into BTS was like the amazing performances, high energy, like oh my gosh, I was like, wow, this is so amazing. An explosion of color, an explosion of energy. Wonderful, much needed. And then yeah, I just listened to more of their songs, and I really gravitate to like the rap songs, the high energy songs, like and then On and Black Swan. Yeah, well, Black Swan's not like high energy, but On, I was just like, yes, can't bring the pain, oh yeah. Um, and it was just, yeah, basically to sum it all up, I just really gravitated towards the high energy songs. But the more that I got to explore BTS, so I found out that they had a song called Black Swan, which is about the loss of passion, which was, oh my god, which I will share soon in another video. But that song really meant so much to me, especially the time when I discovered it, because I was like, yeah, girl was going through a crisis. And she was always crying, sis. I got that pun from Scarlett Snowbello. So witty, that child. Anyway, it was just a post. Anyway, wow, I am going through different. I'm so sorry if this is your first time watching one of my videos like this. And I'm so sorry in advance for all the videos because they're kind of like this. I will ramble a lot. So I'm gonna try to edit it, but anyway. So yeah, I found out that they had those songs, and I found out that they had, like Yoongi. The next one that really drew me in was Persona, Shadow, and Ego. As a graduate of behavioral sciences, and psych, was just that whole idea of like, wow, you can be a mainstream artist and you're singing about these like concepts, psychological concepts. It's so freaking smart. Brain cells activated, right? So it really drew me in, and then I was like, oh my gosh, Yoongi's here singing about mental health struggles. And then I discovered more of their like other songs, and another song that really like hooked me was First Love. And I was like, wow, and Yoongi singing about his first love, which was the piano, which was music. I'm gonna cry, cause like lately I've also been rediscovering my love for this instrument right here, the piano. In addition to like dance. So yeah, I just found out that they had, like, I was so amazed at the versatility, the versatility of their skills as artists, and like I guess just the diversity in their discography. It was like, wow, So amazing. It's wonderful. Um, like there's literally a song for every BTS mood, which is why I used to have one entire playlist for all my favorite BTS songs. But because it would be such a roller coaster ride of emotions, like you're so hyped and then the next song you're gonna cry. I was like, I cannot handle this like inconsistency with emotions. Let me. So I split them all up into different playlists. So there's one for like hype, there's one for calming music, there's one for like just vibing, there's one for like the sad songs. So yeah. So now that I mentioned sad songs, we go back to the whole point of this video, which was about mono. So yeah, I mean for everybody, I guess it was a really like difficult time. Everybody went through different sets of challenges, and for me personally, like mono was one of those albums and like just the songs on there that really brought a sense of peace. It's a different kind of peace that I feel with mono versus how I feel with serendipity. Serendipity is my ultimate like calming song. Like you can just breathe and you know that life will, yeah, you can just breathe and then life goes on. Is more of that you can breathe and then you can move forward. But the steps before you get to that point, yeah, the steps before you get to that point of like being able to really breathe and like say, yeah, life goes on, was I think mono for me. Like especially like as I was editing the dance videos, when I was listening to Forever Rain, I said it in the caption on YouTube, but it really just changed what did it blah, 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 blah. Like yeah, it just, even though Namjoon raps about like I wish it would rain forever so that he can hide under like the umbrella and not show the world that he's like going through struggles. For me the music sounds like how it would be when the rain is washing off the dirt from the pavement. Is that what I said in my YouTube caption? Just check my YouTube caption for that song. But yeah, something like that. It's like, you know, you're finally washing the dirt away and you're clearing everything. You're clearing the floor from like just rainwater. And yeah, I was just like, wow, I really, so yeah, it just brought a huge sense of calm for me. So I really loved it. Wonderful. Yeah, I guess this is, what else do I want to say about that? Yeah, I guess, well, I didn't have videos of me like editing the videos. It would be so meta. But while I was editing, I was thinking actually, yeah, that was when I got to reflect on the music more, on the message of the songs even more. Cause like when I was dancing to it, it was just okay. Let me just respond to the music. Let me respond to it emotionally, and then I was applying a little bit. So I would look at the camera every now and then, try to see, okay, how can I play around with like the environment around me? Because the last dance class I took was a um, dance and dance in a geometric perspective class from a friend of mine, Forest Ligayu. So like that was cool. So yeah, I was trying to apply what I learned there while I was dancing, but just a little bit. Like the main goal for me when I was dancing to these songs was really more of, let me just freestyle. as much as I can, like just dance to the extent that I can, given the space I have, given the energy that I have at a time. And yeah, but it was more of while I was editing that, yeah, I really got to reflect on the message of each song, and I was like, oh, okay, that does make sense. Yeah, so like I would watch myself as I was editing and be like, ah, I see. um yeah, I guess, what else? I'm trying to see if there's anything I missed that I wanted to talk about, because um I guess I just want to say Mono is such a wonderful album. If you're like me, you're currently going through a life crisis, an almost quarter life crisis, an existential crisis, and a crisis trying to think of what the future of our world might be, then yeah, listen to Mono. It's very calming. It's very calming. I don't know. Now that I've done this, I want to do something similar for the albums of the other members, but I don't know which one yet. Because I'm also working on like 500 other things that like need my time and attention. So, girl, when are we gonna? Yeah, yes, I talk to myself like this. Um, yeah, what else? Yeah, I guess that's all I wanna leave you guys with. That Mono is a wonderful album. It's wonderful to be able to express yourself. Oh, okay. One last thing before I like close this video. Um, so actually, just now I was freestyling to a different song. I did record it, and that was like Chandelier by Sia, because I just happened to come across it on TikTok. So I was like, oh, I want to dance to this. I haven't danced to this in a while. And yeah, one of the things that I like about discovering new music, or like listening to old music and then freestyling to it again, is because um, now that I've gone through more experiences, and at the same time I've taken more dance classes, I'm able to understand like different dance styles compared to like 5 years or 10 years ago when I was like starting. Now I feel like I'm able to express myself more. It's like it's it's um it's kind of like dance is the whole language, and you have different words in your vocabulary. So the different words would be like the style, and then I don't know if that's like the best analogy, but that's just how I see it for now. So yeah, it's like now I'm able to, I have more words, I have more like dance styles in my arsenal, and so I noticed that I dance differently to this music now compared to how I danced to it before. And that's one reason why I also like to document me dancing to Mono, for example. It's actually not the first time that I've freestyled to it, but it's the first time that I've recorded myself freestyling to it. Man, I wish I did record myself from back then. But anyway, um, yeah, like I think it's just interesting to really rediscover music and see how, like, if I still dance to it the same way, or if I've grown in how I dance to that certain song. um so yeah, that's just something I noticed, and one my takeaway for that, now this is coming from a more like nerdy perspective, because I don't know if it's a nerdy thing or if it's an overthinking thing, but now, coming from that perspective, it's like um it's very interesting for me to see how I dance differently from like before and the now, because I'm a different person, and so the way I move would be different, and the way I would dance would then be different. So yeah, it's just very interesting to see, and it's interesting to know and see that our life experiences really shape the way that we move and the way that we dance. So yeah, if you're not a dancer, join a dance class and learn how to express yourself to dance. It's fun. And now my phone has told me that it's time for me to go to bed, and my bedtime started 1 hour ago. Is that for real? So it's 2:31. That's right. Okay, with that, yeah, I hope that was like informative or whatever I wanted this video to be. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, I hope that just helped, or like learn something new about dance, about me, or if I hope I did not waste your time, at least from all the ramblings that I've been doing the past like 26 minutes and 17 seconds and 19. Yeah. um I don't know what else to say, but yeah, if you made it this far, I guess, thanks so much for listening. I hope I brought some value. And yeah, if you like more of this, follow me on social media. That's like at Asha Marinella. Um, and then if you're watching this on YouTube, then like and subscribe. That's right. Yes, that's it. That's it for now, because I can also feel that I'm getting sleepy. So, good night. So yeah, thanks so much, and I will see you in again. See, yeah, my brain no longer works at this hour. I am so sorry. I will see you again in the next video. I don't know when that will be though, but I will see you again in the next video. Yay! Okay, bye. This is gonna be unedited and raw, so bye. Bye.